The only thing I love more than a good meal at a good restaurant is getting home and figuring out how to crack their code. Because what you ain't gonna do is have me at home wishing, waiting, wanting more, counting my coins, counting down to the next time I can get back and get another plate. I would rather figure out how to make it and make it at home whenever I want, however I want, as much as I want. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this recipe today. I had these salmon chips at a restaurant on one side of town, and they were so good sitting in that restaurant that on my way home, I stopped at the location closer to my house, bought a to-go order, ate those in the car, called my cousin who had just had them with me at the restaurant, had her come over so we could crack the code, bought the ingredients that night, figured out the recipe, and I've been making them ever since. Now, this leaves you with a decision to make. You can either judge me or catch this recipe, but you cannot do both. Moving left and right along, I'm making an avocado mayo for this recipe. Here I'm using fresh avocado, but trust me, child, I have used leftover guacamole from Chipotle. I have used store-bought guacamole. I have used fresh avocado like I'm doing here. It all works the same. I just eyeball it, the guacamole, the avocado, whatever I'm using with the mayo, and I'm looking for a light green color and a smooth texture. Now, what's funny is I don't even really like salmon. When I eat salmon, it's only because I'm an adult, strictly because I'm adulting. However, I do actually find this recipe delicious, and you'll see the game changer in a minute. It's the type of salmon that I use. But first, let's make this Chipotle mayo. Now, the avocado mayo is meant to be spreadable, so I'm looking for a thicker texture when I make that one. The Chipotle mayo is going to be drizzled on top, so I'm looking for a thinner, looser texture, reddish in color, but keep in mind that the Chipotle sauce is spicy, so the deeper the color, the stronger the spice. Speaking of spice, I'm realizing that I forgot to add the habanero hot sauce to the avocado mayo. I've forgotten this step before. It really doesn't make it or break it for me. And while we're on the subject of mayo, are you loyal to a brand? Are you a Duke's person, Hellman's, Blue Plate? You can find all of those in my pantry right now. On another note, let me tell you what I learned about pickling onions today. Apparently, when you quick pickle them, you need to let them sit at room temperature for 30 minutes. So if you watch that video that I did with those pickled onions yesterday, apparently I am slowing down the pickling process by putting them straight in the refrigerator. So these are the ones from yesterday, and then these are the ones from 2 weeks ago. Notice that it's been 24 hours, and the ones from yesterday still are not giving pickle. They will eventually get there, but apparently they could get there a lot quicker if I followed instructions. The chimichurri, on the other hand, is thriving, baby. Look at her. She's living her life. She's thriving. She's giving you the best that she's got, like Anita Baker. Let me tell you something about this cheese. I believe it's pronounced cotija. Do not try to use queso fresco as an alternative. It is not the same. This cheese is more flavorful. The chips, on the other hand, I always use Tostinos, hint of lime. However, in a pinch, I have used Doritos, and they were just as good. Now, when I ordered this cute little serving tray, I didn't realize it wasn't much bigger than a deck of cards. So for the sake of the video, and to be cute, I'm going to make 5 little salmon chips right now. And this is despite the fact that my entire family has shown up over here today, and they are all waiting patiently for a bite. Now, about the salmon, this is the game changer. It has to be hot smoked salmon. Do not get cold smoked salmon. Cold smoked salmon is the type that still has like a raw texture and taste. Hot smoked salmon is more like cooked salmon. The skin peels off easily. It's already good and ready to go. However, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the video that when I start this process, I usually break it up in a bowl, squeeze some lemon juice on it and some cracked black pepper, and then I sit it in the refrigerator while I work on everything else. I wouldn't consider it a super important step. It's not a make or break, but I do it every time. We are finally in the home stretch and ready to start building our chips. I will point out that I have tried this as a bowl, meaning I just put all these ingredients in a bowl, no chips, ate it like that. Or you could use the chips and scoop it out. You can do whatever you want if you are, an adult. I completely understand if assembling one chip at a time is not your ministry. Sometimes it's not mine either, honey. Now, I had these chips at that restaurant approximately 3 times, and I did my best to duplicate what I think they did in terms of layering. So the way I do it is avocado mayo on the bottom, salmon on top of that, a generous spoonful of chimichurri next, a drizzle of the Chipotle mayo, top that all with the cotija cheese, and finish with pickled red onions. I will say I've served these chips at a few events and given the recipe out a few times. Even my niece and my nephews love these chips. Now, my niece has a palate like her auntie, so she likes some things that your typical 4-year-old might not like. However, her twin brother, not so much. He is a picky eater. So is my 12-year-old nephew, and he even likes these chips. So even if you're not a salmon eater, I would encourage you to try it this way. especially the hot smoked salmon. There's so much you could do with the hot smoked salmon. If you try it, let me know.
Thumbs up.
And she's back for more.
I want more. Who ate it all? Can I have some? Who ate the last one?
Papa ate it.